Hello students, in this video, we will understand the types of resources that shape our world. But before understanding the types, let's understand the resources first. Something becomes a resource when it holds utility, that is, it satisfies human needs and has a value. And you know what gives it value? Its usefulness and the benefits it provides. Every resource, no matter how big or small, has some kind of value. And value means worth of that particular thing. So students, let's now understand the types of resources. There are three types of resources: natural resources, human-made resources, and human resources. So let's get started to learn more about them. First off, we have the natural resources. These are drawn straight from Mother Nature herself, with little modification needed. Just think about the air we breathe, the water that flows in our rivers and lakes, the rich soils beneath our feet, and the precious minerals hidden within the earth. They are all gifts from nature. And you know what? These natural resources are freely available for us to use. But sometimes, we need tools and technology to make the most of these natural resources. These natural resources are further divided into renewable and non-renewable resources. Let's first understand renewable resources. Renewable resources are amazing resources that have the power to renew themselves quickly. Some examples of renewable resources are solar energy, that is sunlight, wind energy, water, soil and forest, etc. But some, like the sun and the wind, seem to be unlimited and not easily affected by human activities. They are like the never-ending source of energy that keeps our world spinning. However, we must be cautious. Careless use of certain renewable resources, such as water, soil, and forests, can put them in danger. Even though water appears to be an unlimited resource, shortages and drying up of natural water sources have become a major concern in many parts of the world. So, let's be guardians of these precious resources and use them wisely. Next is non-renewable resources. These resources, like hidden treasures, have limited stock. Once we exhaust their reserves, it could take thousands of years for them to be replenished. Can you imagine waiting that long? Since this period is much greater than our own lifespans, we classify them as non-renewable. Think of the coal that fuels our fires, the black gold we call petroleum, and the natural gas buried deep beneath the Earth's surface. These resources are valuable, but we must use them carefully and explore alternative solutions to meet our needs. Also, students, the presence of resources is influenced by different things in nature, like how the land is shaped, what the weather is like, and how high or low a place is. Each area has its own special mix of these factors, which makes resources appear differently in different places. It's like nature's hidden message, making every part of our planet unique and holding special treasures for us to find. Moving on, let's understand the second type of resource, that is human-made resources. In nature, there are some things that aren't useful to us right away. But when we figure out how to change them, they become valuable resources. Let's take iron ore as an example. At first, it's just a rock with iron in it, not very helpful on its own. But when we learn how to extract iron from it, suddenly it becomes a valuable resource that we can use to make all sorts of things. These things we make using natural resources, like iron, are called human-made resources. Think about the buildings we live in, the bridges we cross, the roads we travel on, and even the machinery and vehicles we use every day. All of these are made using natural resources, but they have been transformed by human skill and knowledge into something useful and practical. And here is an interesting twist: technology itself is a human-made resource too. Just like buildings and machines, technology is something we create to make our lives easier and better. It's a resource that we can use to solve problems, communicate with each other, and discover new things. So, remember, Nature provides us with raw materials, but it's our creativity that turn them into valuable resources. Lastly, we have human resources. Students, do you know? Humans are not just ordinary beings, they are themselves a special kind of resource. But hold on, what does that mean? Well, it's all about the amazing things we can do. Our quantity, that means the number of people, and our abilities, our clever minds and strong bodies, make us human resources. Isn't that cool? Here is the secret ingredients: knowledge, skills, and technology. When we combine these powers, we can unlock the true potential of nature and create even more resources. It's like turning everyday stuff into something valuable and precious. And guess what? That's where we come in. We have the ability to learn, grow, and improve ourselves. Education and good health are like magic potions that make us even more valuable as resources. You see, the more we develop our skills and knowledge, the more resources we can create. It's like having superpowers to create amazing things and make the world a better place. This process is called human resource development. So, in conclusion, human resource development is a fancy term for a simple idea: improving the skills and abilities of people so that they can create even more resources. Think of it like this: let's say you have a passion for cooking, but your culinary skills are just average. Through human resource development, you have the opportunity to enroll in cooking classes or workshops where you can learn new recipes, cooking techniques, and improve your skills in the kitchen. As you gain more knowledge and practice, your dishes become more delicious and appealing. You have transformed yourself into a resourceful chef, capable of creating mouth-watering meals that bring joy to others. The same idea applies to all areas of life. When people enhance their skills through education, training, and continuous learning, they become more capable of creating amazing resources, which is helpful to all humankind. So, students, with this, we have learned about 3 types of resources. Now that you have understood the topic, open the EduRev app, study the chapter notes, and take the test of this chapter. Your marks are going to tell whether you have understood the topic. Also, here is an amazing secret: you get video lectures, chapter notes, and MCQ tests for all the chapters in the EduRev app. That's the magic of EduRev courses: you get everything in a single place. And, not just science, you get amazing courses for maths, social studies, English, Hindi, and much more on EduRev. Thank you.